Today we are taking a look at a crane snack machine 167D. What the driver said is that they had an issue with C0 timing out, and if we hit code on the error message, we can see that definitely it's timing out. So, loaded. A little bit tight, but shouldn't cause any issues. We're first going to take a look at replacing the motor. So we'll go ahead and shut the machine off. Pull the drawer out. Shut it down. Go ahead and remove these chip bags. Take the spiral off. It's connected to the cam that goes through the motor. On a crane, on a double selection like this, it's one motor to 2 gears. This is the slightly difficult part. Pull the connector off, it looks okay. And these have a pincer-like clip that goes through the motor, so they can be kind of a bear to break loose. See if we can get it here. Let's see if we try one more time, trying to squeeze it from the back. If that doesn't work, we'll grab the gear and just pull. Not the most ideal solution, but sometimes it's all you can do. And there we go. It just popped loose. Leave the motor up there. Take our new motor, slide it into place. There's a little hole in the back of the tray I line it up with, and then we line up the cam and pop it into place. We'll take our plug and try to put it back. A little hard to do half blind, but it's not the worst thing in the world. Sometimes it takes a couple tries though. Just about there. Then once we get this plugged in, then we will fire the machine back up. There we are. Go ahead and push this tray back so we can access the switch. Fire it up. All we gotta do is hit our test button, then hit C0 at C, and nope, that did not solve our problem. It's not the motor. So just for kicks, we're going to test another selection and see. Alright, so selection C2 is also doing it. So we're going to go ahead and replace the shelf board. That's our second realm. Move these chips out of the way. The shelf boards are on the right side of the cabinet. Push that in so we can reach it. Can't really see it right now, but right about halfway down. So unplug the shelf from its board and stick it in the tray so it's safe. Pull the tray out. Stops. Gotta lift it up, work it out of its
No, this row is not
spot.
behaving.
There we are.
Sure.
Then let's see.
That'll work just fine.
Set it right over here.
I just happened to be in the area and he called it in. So I was like, oh, I'll just swing in and take a look.
Lucky us.
Yeah.
Okay. So, there's our board right there. You can see it. Grab our light. Should make things a little easier. There it is. So, there is a plug on the back side that connects it to all the others. Let's go ahead and pop that loose. Then we'll go ahead and grab our... I think that's too long. We'll check. Yeah, that's too long. Go ahead and... This should be 2/4 inch back there. Yep, just right there. Should be able to make it work with just the shaft of our Milwaukee All-in-One impact set. And there it is. There's one. That all the way out. And then number 2 is right there. Pop her loose. And at this point, we'll be falling down plus that piece. We'll probably just... Yeah, there it is. Kind of a plastic guard of some sort. Never knew why they did that, but anyway. The board, it looks okay, but looks can be deceiving. So we'll go ahead and grab our replacement. Also looks to be in good shape. This part's gonna get a little bit difficult. Trying to get the screws to go through, line up, and go in, with, especially with that cover, is not easy. Feel it start to go in. And then it just doesn't. And of course, it falls down. Okay, let's give it another go. These are the times when you really wish that you had a say in the engineering process. Because engineers do not know what's best. They may have seemed great in the moment on paper, but for repairability, it's not as friendly. Oh, dang it. Broke the screw. Okay, let's give this another go. Doing it the right way. Chin. Come on. Come on. Not sponsored by Blue Diamond. Okay. should be in all the way. I think our brother we dropped by accident. Well, it's not in all the way, but in far enough that it would fall. Go ahead and line up this one. There we go, just like that. Get it started. And we should be good there, so we'll go ahead and tighten them both back up with our 1/4 inch. So there's only 3 things on these machines that would cause a timeout, usually. Is the motor home switch being bad, the shelf board being bad, or the motor harness having a lost connection. So, go ahead and plug the back in. Then we'll walk back over and grab our shelf. Work it back in. These shelves are a pain to put back in. They're much easier to pull out than push in. It doesn't feel right. Nope, that is definitely wrong. Now, you get the wheel to fall all the way down to the bottom track. And then get the stopper on the sides to pop in and fall down.
Very good.
Come on. Almost there. I can feel it. There we go. There we go. Now we're cooking with gas, as the old one would say. Oh, man. Pull the light out. Get us some light in there. We'll go ahead and put the big stack plug for the board onto that. Once we know it's seated, we'll go ahead and pop the machine back on. We'll try again. Hit test. C0. And still not. Well, looks like our last line of defense is the harness in the back. So turn the machine off, and unfortunately we have to pull this bad boy out again. And just to be sure, test again, a different selection, and once again, time's out. So, since there are 5 selections in this row, we'll need a 5 selection motor harness. Which I do need to go out to the van to get. So we will be right back after I grab it. Alright, now we've got our 5 selection motor harness. We'll go ahead and write down on a quick note, just so we don't forget to restock later on. Galaxy S24 Ultra coming in clutch with the S Pen. Alright, so we're lucky enough to have a 5 selection motor harness. So Go ahead and pull the shelf back out. Pop her open again. And go ahead and shut her down. Reach back in there and unplug. To pop back out. And we'll go ahead and lift her up.
Go ahead.
And just bring it back over where we had it the first time. Set her down.
They did these windows too, I thought.
And we'll go ahead and unplug in the old motors. 1, 2, 3, 4, and
Oh, yeah, there it is right there.
5. And there we find our issue. One of our wires is cut. Probably broke. And that is most likely our common that was allowing the motors to communicate with
There's the problem.
the machine to tell it when the home switches are being pressed. I'm going to take our new one, plug her in. Let's see, got one, got two, got 3, got 4, and 5. Make sure that's pushed it on the way. It felt a little bit loose. Alright, then we'll come over here. Make sure that our cable is running through the provided hole. It's fit in there nice and snug. There's usually a plastic collar for that to run through, but we're just gonna have to make do with what we've got. Luckily there's some tape on the end of the wire cover, so it fits in there nice and snug. Now once again, we'll go ahead and get that shelf to pop in place. And we'll reach in there, plug this bad boy back into the sideboard. Then we'll go ahead and fire her up. And hit test, C0. And didn't turn quite far enough, but you can see that it worked. So we'll go ahead and hit the door switch, release it, and then hit code to rehome everything. So we'll rehome all of these that were out of place. And that's what we're after right there. Then we had one down below. There we go. Now we'll go ahead and set these chips out of the way real fast. Right after reloading these two selections. Grab our other spiral and pop it back into place. The one benefit of knowing that it's a healthy harness is we know that most likely that the motor and the shelf board are good, so we don't have to throw them away. go ahead and reload these boosters. That. Slide this guy back in. Make sure to put these guys that fell back in their spots. Looks like this one got overfilled a little bit. So we will leave that on the bottom for the driver. Then we can go ahead and close this door. Make sure no errors. And we are good to go.